Hi everybody, I hope you all are doing great. So this is going to be the first video of this N8N course that I have announced day before yesterday. And in this N8N first video, I will going to teach you everything about the N8N. We'll also going to build 5 real world projects along with the different workflows and different automation that we are going to implement and build in this entire course. So this is the first video of that course, and in this first video I will be going to discuss and walk you through the overall dashboard of the N8N, and will also tell you the different types of nodes, workflow, execution flow, what are all the different key concepts, or you can say the different jargons that we use while building the automation and agents in N8N. So I will share you everything. So now let me just over to my computer screen and let me share to you the dashboard that I have created for you. Okay. So guys, as you can see, this is my LinkedIn profile. If you haven't followed yet, so just go and follow me on LinkedIn. So I'm regularly posting the a lot of different updates and a lot of different valuable stuff. You can see my LinkedIn post. I'm going to post some more valuable and learning stuff on my LinkedIn. So if you haven't followed it, please go and follow it. And if you haven't joined my Discord channel yet, please go and join this Discord channel, because all the resources that I'm going to give you in this entire course will be there in this Discord channel. Okay. So for example, if I'm building any automations, any agents, and if I have created a JSON file out of that automation, then I will send you out here. And you can also ask any queries, any question that you have while building any workflows, any automation. Then you can just tag me, just write @ just tag me at where, and just write your queries, whatever you have, and just send it to me. Okay. And as soon as you send the message, within 48 hours I will respond to your queries. I will try to solve that queries. Okay. So it's as simple as that. I will attach the Discord link in the description of this video, so from there you can go and join this Discord channel. Okay. Now let me share you the main part, or you can say the module of the today course. So this is about the N8N. So let me just open the N8N dashboard. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the N8N dashboard that I have created. You can also go to N8N.io and just sign in using that link. And if you haven't signed up, or if you haven't registered yet on the N8N, then first of all you need to register on N8N. Once you register on the N8N, you will get the 15 days free trial for using the N8N. So just go and claim that 15 days free trial offer. And once that 15 days will over, you need to shift into their paid plans. And if you didn't want to shift into their paid plan, then what you can do is you can create one new email ID, and for that email ID you can create a new N8N profile. Just sign up and you will again get 15 days free trial. Okay. So these are just the simple hack you can use to use this N8N tool. And if I show you the paid plans, then the paid plan is also not very expensive. This is very cheap, not as cheap, but yeah, it's if you're working with 2 to 3 clients, then it's good to go for the starter plan. Okay. So you will get 2.5k workflow execution, and you can active 5 workflows. So I will say you everything, what is workflow, what is node, what is workflow execution, everything. Now let's learn about N8N. So what is N8N? N8N, basically the abbreviation N8N, that means node to node. Okay. It's a open source workflow automation tool that allow you to connect various apps and services to automate repetitive tasks without needing deep programming knowledge. Okay. So N8N is a low code platform where you can automate your work, or where you can automate your tasks, and it will also allow you to connect with the different apps like Gmail, Notion, Airtable, Google Sheet, etc. Okay, there are almost 350 plus platforms which are available in this N8N platform, and you can use all of that platform in order to automate the repetitive task, or you can also build the AI agent out of this N8N platform. So this is this simple definition of N8N. You can see the meaning of the name is node to node, and type is low code automation tool. So even if you are not a programmer, even if you are not a coder, then that N8N platform is perfect fit for you. You can use this platform to build low code, or you can say no code automations and AI agents. Okay. You can see the use cases of this N8N, that is automate workflow across platform. As I have just told, you can build the automations by using almost 350 plus apps like Google Sheets, Discord, Airtable, WhatsApp, Notion, OpenAI. Okay, we'll soon discuss everything about how you can build the automation, and we'll also share you the step-by-step process of this N8N and the workflows, that how you can create, what are the credentials and all. Okay, now let's talk about the key features of N8N. So let me just select this pen one. Yeah. So the first one is visual workflow editor, that is drag and drop interface for building automations. Okay, it provides you this simple functionality in order to drag and drop all the nodes, and out of that nodes you will create the bunch of different automations and AI agents. Okay, so now let me just share you one workflow. Okay, so why drag and drop? Let me just share it to you. So this is the N8N Canvas, and under this N8N Canvas you can build all the automations. Okay, so now first of all let me just create any one thing. So now as you can see, these are some drag and drop features. Okay, so you just need to drag this and just drop it here. Okay, and now this will just attach to your N8N Canvas. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Second is that you can integrate 350 plus pre-built app integration. So now let me show you what are all the apps that are available in this N8N. So these are all the different types of app. It is total, the number is 350 plus. So these are all the apps that I have just told you, the Notion, the Airtable, Google Sheet. These are all the different apps you can use to create the automation. Third is that either you can self-host this N8N on your system, or you can use that open source platform, or you can say the cloud platform that we are using. Okay, so this is basically the cloud N8N that we are using. I will say you what are the difference between the cloud and self-hosted N8N. Okay, so now let's just quickly discuss about the key features. Third is that trigger based automation workflow can start from webhooks, time schedules and app events. Okay, so basically whenever you are building the workflows or automation using N8N, you first of all you need to create a trigger node. Trigger node is what? The node which we use to start the workflows. Okay, so as you can see, once I over to this at first step, then you can see these are all the trigger nodes. Okay, so you can say this is the initial step of building the automation or workflow. Without using this trigger node, we cannot able to build the automation or workflows. Okay, so first of all we need to start our automations using this trigger node. So these are all the trigger nodes that you can see. I will discuss all of these nodes one by one. Okay, and I will also going to create the workflows step by step out of all these trigger nodes. Okay, so let's say I am selecting this on schedule trigger nodes. Okay, so I have selected this schedule trigger nodes where you can trigger this workflows using the days, using the days between the triggers. So for let's say example, if you want to trigger that automation or whole workflows once in a day, so you can just do it by here, and you can also set the time and the minutes. Okay, so these are the simple trigger nodes that we can use to initiate the workflows. Third is AI ready. You can integrate LLMs like OpenAI, Retail and Cohere and more. Okay, so we can integrate the LLM, Chat GPT, Gemini, Cloud, Anthropic. You can use any LLMs for building the workflows or automations. Okay, so I hope all these things are clear till this point. Now let me talk about the types of N8N hosting. Okay, so as you can see, there are two types of N8N that we can use to build the automations and agents. First one is N8N Cloud. Okay, that we are using. This is the N8N Cloud version, and second is that self-hosted N8N. Okay, so basically this needs some little bit of programming, or you can say the coding knowledge, in order to install this N8N system in your PC or in your computer. So let's see what are the difference and what are the benefits and the perks of these two N8N versions. So the N8N Cloud that we are using is managed by the official team. Okay, so all the data, all the processes, all the workflows are managed by their official team. Okay, but if you are installing the N8N in our computer, then you get the full control and flexibility. That means each and everything would be handled by you. Okay, so for example, if you have a whole bunch set of data and whole bunch set of server, then you can use that server and database to collect all of the information from that N8N workflows. Okay, but in this case, cloud, all of these are handled by their official team. Okay. Self-hosted is free and open source. You don't need to pay in the monthly basis, and this cloud version is paid subscription, as I have just shown it to you, that in order to use the N8N platform, you need to pay a monthly fee in order to use that platform. But in self-hosted, you don't need to pay for anything. Instead of the monthly payment, you need to pay for the hosting, you need to pay for the local server, and you need to pay for the cloud platforms. Okay, so these are all the platforms that you need to use in order to build the entire N8N environment, or you can say ecosystem. Okay, so these are all the example like DigitalOcean, Linode, Docker, AWS, GCP, Azure. You can use any one of these three platforms in order to host your N8N platform into your system. Okay, and again, this is require more technical knowledge. So if you are a coder, if you are a programmer, and your background is technical, then you can go for this one. But if you are a non-programmer, if you are a non-coder, and you know just a bit about coding, or you are unaware about the coding and stuff, then you can go for this cloud version of the N8N, and that is ideal for the non-techies. When to choose cloud and when to choose self-hosted? So let's just discuss about this. You can use cloud if you prefer simplicity, if you prefer quick setup and reliable hosting, if you prefer, you are okay with paying a subscription for a managed device, you don't mind data being handled by a third-party provider. So if all of these requirements you can fulfill, then just go and use cloud. So basically, I would recommend to just go with the N8N cloud version, because that is very secure, that is very easy to handle, easy to create the automations and workflow, very handy and good for the beginners, good for the non-techies, good for non-coders. Okay, so I prefer go for the cloud. And if you are a techie, you know programming, you know coding, then you can choose self-hosted. So you will get the full control over your data and infrastructure. Again, as I have just told you, everything you need to purchase by yourself, like the VPS, the server, the cloud platform. Second is that you want to fully integrate N8N deeply within other on-premises system. Okay, so you just need to integrate all the N8N environment into a system. You are comfortable handling server management. So if you can manage all this server, then you can go for the self-hosted. Okay, so for timing, let me just change the color of this pin. For the timing, I'm sticking with this N8N cloud version, and this is one of the best for us. So let's just stick with that. Okay, and later on, if you have a good command on this N8N platform, then you can shift on to this self-hosted N8N. And if you are closed the biggest client, like the biggest MNCs and all, then for that purpose, you need to go for the self-hosted. Okay, but for the smaller clients or smaller businesses, if you are creating automations and agents for the smaller businesses or the medium businesses, then you can stick with the N8N cloud version. Okay, I hope everything is clear till the point. And now let's just go and learn about the N8N interface. Okay, so these are all the jargons, or you can say the key terms that we need to keep in mind while building the workflows in N8N. So first is workflow, second is node, third is triggers, fourth is execution flow, and fifth is credentials. So now let me just walk you through one by one. What is workflow? A visual canvas where you connect nodes to define automation logic, allowing you to create complex processes through an intuitive interface. Okay, so this whole screen is known as the workflows. Okay, so these are all the dotted screen you can see is the canvas, and under the canvas you can create the workflows. So for example, this is a trigger node, and let me just create this AI agent. Okay, so now this will become a workflow. If I keep adding nodes again and again and again, so this will all considered as the workflows. Okay, and now nodes. So this is one node, this is second node. If I add more nodes, then it is considered as the third node. Okay, so now let me add one more trigger. So let's say example, I am adding this Google Sheet. So this is considered as the third node. Okay, so each box that you saw in this canvas will be considered as node. So this is one node, second node, third node. Okay, and now let's come to the trigger part. Start the workflows. As I have just told you, we need to start the workflows by using the trigger. Okay, so this is one trigger. If I delete all of these, then you can see we only select the trigger when we are creating our workflows. So without selecting any trigger, we cannot proceed further and select any other node. Okay, so for starting, you need to select any one trigger. So these are all the triggers that you have seen, and trigger is used to start the workflows. Okay, now execution flow, let me just show it to you. So for example, I have selected this trigger node, and then second I will going to select the AI agent node. Okay, and now let me select one more node, that is Airtable. Okay, so now we are learning about the execution flow. Let me just quickly read the definition of the execution. Data flows from one node to the next with support for condition, branches, loops, and custom scripts to control the processes. Okay, so for example, if you are building one workflows for sending the email. Okay, so when we start the workflows, then first it will trigger this node, and then after triggering this node, this will hand over the information to this node, and then this node will hand over all the information to the chat models, whatever chat models that we are using, and from that chat model this will prepare a output, and this will send it to the Airtable. Okay, so the process from the transferring, or you can say the sending of data from one node to another, are known as execution flow. Okay, so data is here, then it will send here, then it will send to our chat models, then chat model send it to the AI agents, then AI agent will finally send it to the Airtable. So this whole process is known as the workflow execution. Okay, as you can say, the data flows from one node to the next, that is known as execution flow. Fifth is credentials. So what is credentials? So for example, if I added the Airtable, okay, so then I need to create a new credentials. That means I need to add that Airtable into this N8N account. Okay, so for that I need to create one credentials. So as you can see, whenever you hover to this N8N dashboard, you will see all of this stuff like workflows, credentials, execution. Like whenever you execute any workflows, you will see all the history here. Okay, and these are all the credentials that I have saved so far. So I have used Gmail, so I have created one credentials here: Google Sheet, Grok is a LLM, Airtable, Slack account, XAI account, that is a Grok, ZROK. Okay, so these are the simple credentials. Okay, now let me hover you next to this. Yeah, so as you can see, these are all the canvas, and under that canvas we can create the workflows. So these all are workflows. Okay, execution flows is what? This is, for example, this is our data. This sends data to this one, and then this sends data to this one, and again similarly you can see all the data. So this flow is known as execution flow. Okay, and now credentials. In order to set up this Airtable or Discord, we need to attach our Airtable and Discord to this workflow. Okay, so in order to attach our Airtable and Discord, we need to create a credentials. Okay, so we are creating credentials to attach these different tools. Okay, and trigger is that I've just told you, this is the first node that we use to initiate the workflows. Okay, so I hope everything will be clear to you. And node are what? These are all the nodes. This is a trigger node, this is a you can say code node, this is the conditional nodes, or you can say this is the utility nodes. These are all the action nodes. Okay, so now let's learn about the different types of nodes. Okay, so from starting we are just keep repeating that trigger node, trigger node, trigger node. So trigger node is nothing but it is a type of nodes. Okay, so as you can see, first one is the trigger node. Okay, so trigger node is again the same, and the nodes that we use to initiate our workflows or to start our automations or workflows. Okay, workflows, I have just told you all of these steps that you are using in this canvas is workflow. So now let's talk about the action nodes. I have talked a lot about the trigger node. Now it's a action node. Okay, so it performs tasks like sending emails, updating record, or interacting with external apps and APIs. Okay, so now let me see the N8N category in action nodes. So you can see the action in app. Okay, this let me just show it to you. This action in app tab, which is there in N8N, is known as the action node. So all the nodes present in this action in app dashboard will considered as the action nodes. So this will help us to perform tasks like sending emails, updating records, or interacting with external apps and APIs. Okay, here you can see all of these apps like Airtable, Discord are considered as the action nodes. Okay, now utility nodes. Utility nodes will handles the data manipulation, logic, flow control, or time-based operation within the workflows. Okay, now let me show you the utility nodes in the N8N dashboard. So as you can see, data transformation, flow, and human in the loop are considered as the utility nodes. See, all of the nodes that you use, like if nodes, any condition node, edit nodes, to sort out the data from our table, it is Google Sheet or Airtable. So for that we use utility nodes, and let me show it to you. As you can see, the data transformation, flow, and human in the loop. These three categories are considered as utility nodes. So utility node is simple. This will handle your data, and this will do all the manipulation, and this will also use to put the conditional nodes or conditional logic into our whole workflow. Okay, like if statement, and statement, or statement, conditional logic. So these are all the nodes that comes under the utility nodes. So let me just show it to you. These are all the nodes that you are seeing is considered as utility nodes. This is a trigger node. Okay, and now let's talk about these two nodes, HTTP request and code. Okay, so these two nodes are called code nodes. Okay, so code nodes enable custom JavaScript to process data, reformat values, or implement a specialized logic. So if you know a little bit about coding, and if you want to perform different types of nodes into your workflows, then you can do it via the JavaScript code, and you just need to implement that specialized logic in order to build some different types of nodes that you can use in that entire automations. Okay, so now let me show it to you. This is the code node. These are the things that comes under the code nodes, and let me show it to you. This core one is considered as the code node. As you can see, all of these things like function, execute command, HTTP request, as you have just see here, this is a HTTP request. This is also considered as the code node, and this is again the code node. Here you can type all the manual coding stuff if you want to implement any different types of actions in your workflows, then you can use the code node. Okay, and now AI enhanced nodes. So it's basically uses AI to transform, generate, or analyze data through services like OpenAI, Whisper, or Hugging Face. So as I've just told you, this AI, advanced AI category is known as the AI enhanced node, and here you can see all of the thing related to the AI and the LLM. So this will process your data, analyze that data, and send back to the next node, or you can see, or you can say send back to the output node. Okay, so this is all the types of nodes. Now let's over to the AI agents versus AI automations. The automation are the repetitive task and the rule-based task that we use to create in N8N. It will simply automate your repetitive task using LLMs or ML APIs. Okay, let's take one example, like use OpenAI to summarize email in Gmail and store summaries in Notion. So this is simple automation. Our LLM will no need to think out of the box, or to think and analyze and create the context in their database. No need to do all of this thing. It will totally depend on the rule, and it will again repeat itself again and again. Okay, so for example, I need to summarize the emails in Gmail and store all the summaries in Notion. So for that, we'll use automation. Okay, and this is a task-based type, and the goal is to boost productivity. And the learning ability of automation is very limited, because it won't learn by itself. It operates strictly by rules. Okay, so I just need to fix one rule that if you get the email, you just need to summarize that email, and you need to send it back to our Notion. Okay, and just store all the summarization there. So this is the simple task, rule-based task. I have created the rule that you need to follow all of these things. That's it. This is the automation. Okay, adaptability is very static, limited to predefined processes. Okay, so it will not able to adapt to any unexpected output. Task complexity is ideal or simple structured task. Interaction is operated via scripted workflows. Okay, as I have just told you. Error handling cannot handle unexpected changes. Okay, and now let's see the use cases of that. The data entry, invoicing, report generation. So for that simple task, we can use automation. Okay, like entering the data into our Airtable or Google Sheet. So for that, we can use the data entry. For invoicing, we can use the automation. For report generation, again we'll use automation. So automation and agents will go hand in hand. We'll use different automation in order to create agent. Okay, and now let's talk about the agent. So you will say that you are just talking about the automation. What is AI agents? So now let's learn about AI agents. So AI agents is very different than the AI automation. AI agent is autonomous system that can think, decide, and act based on goal. Okay, so here you are not giving this AI agent the rule, the strict task that you need to perform this thing only. You are just giving the whole set of tasks that you just need to create a sales report whenever you talk to any customers via call. Okay, and the rest is handled by this AI agent. AI agent will call that person, talk to that person, analyze that chat, create all the different aspects of that communication, or you can say conversation, create a detailed report, and then send it back to our Google Sheet. Okay, so you can see that this AI agent can think. It will decide what are all the important things that we need to extract from the conversation, and what are all the things that we need to keep in mind when we call again to any other customer. Okay, so this will also train himself to get better day by day, or you can say it will make himself better by learning from the previous mistakes. So you can say these are all the example like real estate voice agent, take inbound calls, gathers data, qualify leads, send data to CRM, book a call, and the type is goal based, multi-step, dynamic decision making. Okay, and the goal is mimic human thinking and interaction. Okay, so it will mimic the human thinking and interaction with the customers. So we will learn these two things, AI automation and AI agents, in N8N. So this both will go hand in hand. We are not going to create the automation and AI agents separately. This both will go hand in hand. Okay, now let's just talk about more features about the AI agents. You can see the core function of the AI agent is that it is intelligent, decision making, and very adaptable. The learning ability is it is capable of learning and evolving over time. Adaptability is very dynamic and flexible. Task complexity is it will handle complex tasks, unstructured tasks. Interaction is uses natural language processing for interaction. Again, the AI voice agent. Error handling can recognize and adapt to anomalies. So if there are any unexpected output, then this AI agent will easily handle that unexpected output. But in the case of automation, the automation cannot able to handle that unexpected changes, or you can say unexpected input. Use cases is customer service, fraud detection, and data analysis. For all of these three things, we can use AI agent, and for these three, we use AI automation. We'll learn everything in this course. Okay, so rest assured about it. You will get more clarity when we build this system or workflows. Okay, we'll build automation agents both. Okay, now let's learn about the AI agent more deeply. So basically, the building blocks of AI agent is three things. That is, one is chat models, tools, and third is the memory. Okay, so first let me just show it to you. As you can see, this is the N8N workflows, and this is considered as the AI agent. And this AI agent is made up of three things. Okay, first is chat model, that is any LLM. It could be the Chat GPT, it could be the Google Gemini, it could be Gemini, it could be Google Gemini, it could be Google Gemini, it could be Anthropic, it could be Grok, it could be anything. Okay, but that it could be any LLM model. Second is that memory. Okay, so this memory will give the context to this AI agent. So let's suppose if we are interacting with this AI agent and we are saying that, hi, my name is Advait, and just send email to Parth asking about the weather in Gurugram. Okay, and then this AI agent will send the email to that person, and again if you ask that person, now just tell me what's my name, I forgot my name. So this AI agent will tell you that your name is Advait. Why? Because it get context from my previous conversation. Okay, and these are the tools. Okay, so these are the three main things, or you can say three important things that our AI agent is made up of, or you can say building block of the AI agent: chat model, memory, and tool. Now let's discuss the chat model, tools, and memory one by one. So the chat model is known as the brain of your AI agent. It powers reasoning, language understanding, and generation. These are all the popular LLMs that you can use, like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, Mistral, Llama, Cohere. A role of the chat model is to understand your instructions, respond to your queries, and generate tasks. Also, it will think step by step, or you can say the chain of thought. Let's say one example. Agent is asked, book a Zoom call with the client next Tuesday. Then our chat model will do is it will understand the intent and generate a structured task list. okay, and then it will send back to your memory. Okay, now let's talk about the memory. We'll come to this tools last. We'll come to this tool one in the very last. Okay, so now memory, what this memory will do is, memory lets the agent remember past interaction or facts. Okay, so first of all the instruction will comes to this memory one, and this will store all the information of that chat. Okay, without memory, agent are just reactive. With memory, they become proactive and contextual. It will also add context to your chat. So these are the simple types of memory, like short term memory, long term memory, episodic memory, semantic memory. This will store recent conversation history, stores facts, documents, user preferences, or past actions. It will save entire session or workflows runs. It will store knowledge and embedding. And by the use of this memory, it will also enhance our AI agent day by day. For example, if we created one AI voice agent, and that AI voice agent interacted with one customer, and after talking and analyzing that whole conversation to that customer, then our AI agent will find that by talking all of this thing, I'm not able to close that client or close that call for our services. Then this memory will send back all the changes that it need to take care in the next call, and then by all of this action, this AI agent will train himself in order to not make the same mistake that they did in the previous conversation. Okay, you can also see the example of the memory. Agent recall that the user prefers Zoom over Google Meet and schedules accordingly. Okay, so as you can see, we ask that book a Zoom call with a client next Tuesday. So it will gonna book a call on Zoom, not on Google Meet. Tools for memory. Tools for memory. These are all the different tools that we use in order to create a memory for the AI agents. As you can see here, I have just used this simple memory features for this AI agent. So these are all the simple tools like Pinecone, Vivative, Chroma, Airtable, Notion. These are all the types of memory. We'll learn RAG and vector database later in this course. So just stick around. So just stick to this course. Now let's talk about the tools. So these tools are able, and these tools are there to perform the task. These are the agent's hands, how it interact with the worlds. Example of tools like API calls, databases, browser, calendars, emails, and vector stores. Okay, like sending follow-up, scheduling the meeting. So these all are a task handled by the tools. As you can see, I've used these two tools, send email and Airtable database. So this AI agent, once we give the instruction to this AI agent to send the email to path, then it will go to this Airtable. This will search about the user whose name is path, and this will also search their email ID and then extract their email ID and then send the email to the path by asking him the weather of Gurugram. Okay, so these are the simple function. You can see in N8N you can trigger those tools through nodes such as HTTP request, Google Calendar, Notion, Retail, etc. Okay, agent decide it needs to send an email, use send grid node in N8N to execute. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you till this point regarding AI agents. Now let's see the simple structure of the AI agents. So let's say this is our AI agent. So we given him the queries that look at the sky. Do you think it will rain tomorrow? If so, give the umbrella to me. Okay. Now our AI agent will use our chat LLM, or you can say the brain of the AI agent, and this will understand the instructions, respond to your queries, think step by step, and generate the task. Then this will send the information to this brain, and this brain will further analyze the informations. Okay, and then it will send down to this action. This is the tool node. This is the tool one. Okay, so now it will take the actions as per your recommendation. Now you can see the answers that reasoning from the current weather condition and the weather report on the internet. It is likely to rain tomorrow. Here is your umbrella. Okay, so now you can see this simple basic structure of this AI agent, that the three things that you need to keep in mind. One is chat models, tools, and third is memory. With the help of these three things, our AI agent become a complete robot, or you can say the agent that mimic the human interaction and human intelligence. Okay, So now these are the simple steps that I have created, that how it all works together. So let's say you are building a customer follow-up agent in N8N. So first of all, you need to create a trigger. Then second, you need to create one chat model that understand leads query plus tone. Okay. By use of the trigger, you will get a webhook, receive new lead. I will show you what is webhook and what are all the different things in the N8N. Then third is memory. This will look up past interaction if any. And fourth one is tool. This will send emails or book call using integrated tools. And fifth one is loop. That is store new interaction back in memory. Okay. So I hope everything is clear till the point. If you haven't get all of these points, then don't worry about it. I am now hovering to the N8N and going to create this entire workflows in the N8N. Okay. So just be ready with me. I will create one trigger node. So for the chat received, so whenever someone give any queries through chat to this AI agent, then this will send email to that person. I will use the chat model Grok. I will use the memory, that is simple memory. I will also use the tool send email and Airtable database. I will also do some prompting. So stick with me and let's just hover to the N8N and let's just talk about the live workflow of N8N AI agent. So now we are going to building our first workflow of the N8N course, and that is of AI agent. So we are going to building this simple AI agent, this one. So now let's just hover to the N8N dashboard and let's just build this entire workflow. So now this is the N8N dashboard, and let me just delete all of these notes. I hope everything is working fine here. Yeah. So what we are going to create, so this AI agent. Okay. So first let's just create one trigger nodes. As I have just told you, whenever we need to create any workflow, any automation, any agents, first of all we need to create the trigger nodes. So in this case we are using this chat trigger node on chat message. Okay. So for testing this node, just create open chat, just type anything, hi, just hit enter. And once you see this node executed successfully, that means your node is successfully executed and this is working perfectly. Okay. And now let's hide the chat. Now let's use the AI agent. Okay. So if you don't want to type the AI agent, you can also select it from here. Just click into advanced AI, select the AI agent. Okay. And just keep it like that. Now first and the foremost thing that you need to add in order to remove this red error button, or you can say this warning button, to add one chat model. So let me add one chat model. So you can add any chat model like OpenAI chat, that is Chat GPT, Grok, Gemini, whatever you say, Azure, DeepSeek. So for the time being, I'm using the Grok chat model because I have uses this chat model and I think it's free. If not free, this Grok LLM is giving much of the tokens in order to use. So I have already created the credentials for this Grok account. So if you haven't created the credentials of any LLM, so you just need to do is first click it here, add on create new credentials. Just go to the Grok API keys. So I have just saved all of the APIs of the different LLMs. Just go to the grok.com/keys, create API keys. Just hit on create API keys. Name anything that you want to name. Just hit submit. Once you hit submit, you will get the code. Just copy that code and paste it here. Once you paste all the code, just hit save. Once you save that code, you will see this simple screen. So just select any of the model of the Grok. So for the time being, I'm selecting this Llama 3. Okay. Now you can see once I added this chat model, our red line, or you can say the error line, is vanished or gone. Okay. So now let me just keep it like that. Because we are using this connected chat trigger node, that means whatever prompt we give to our chat, or you can say this workflow, then this will use that message to think and give the response. Okay, so now let me just create one test. So open the chat, write hello, just hit enter. and now you can see the node are executed successfully. Our AI agent node executed, our chat model node executed, and I am getting the response that is, hello, it's a nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you with, or would you like to chat for a bit? Okay, so now let me just open this AI model, and as you can see, the message that I got as a response. Now let me just do one more thing. Click on the system message and write all the system. So it's a pre-built text, that is, you are a helpful assistant, but we are going to write all the different prompt for this whole AI agent. So we'll do that later on, but for now let me just do one more thing for the memory in order to remember everything, all the context. So let me just show it to you what I'm talking. Just for example, if I say my name is Advait, okay, now this AI prompt is saying Namaste Advait, it's a wonderful to meet you. Now if I tell him to let me know my name, then let me see if this AI agent can answer that or not. What's my name? What's my name? Now you can see, I'm sorry, I don't have any information about your name because we just started chatting. So why is it? Because we haven't added the memory yet. Memory, that is what? Because we haven't added the memory yet. If we add memory, this AI agent will remember our context. Okay, so if I add the memory and if I initiate this whole conversation and if I ask the name, what's my name, then this can easily say my name, that your name is Advait. Because I haven't added the memory yet, let me show it to you, the work of the memory. So as you can see, memory lets the agent remember past interactions. So I have did the past interaction with this chat model. I have told that my name is Advait, okay, and if I ask that what's my name, it haven't answered, okay, just because of the memory. So let me add the memory first. I am adding the simple memory, just leave it like that, and now let me just ask the same thing. So first of all, let me just create one more query. My name is Advait, okay, so I send that my name is Advait, and then you can see this memory workflow, or you can say memory node are executed successfully, and this remembered my name, and this will do is it will store all the chats of this AI agent, and it will remember the context of the whole chat. Now if I ask this AI agent that what's my name, then it will give me that my name is Advait. Okay, so let me ask the agent that what's my name, and now see, I remember your name is Advait. Why is it? Because I have added this memory node, and the main work of this memory node is to remember the whole context of our chat. This will also help you to improve our AI agent based on their past interaction with the customers. Okay, so if they did any mistakes, if they did any changes, then that whole changes and whole mistakes are remembered by this memory, and this AI agent will work on solving all of that problem, and again this will able to adapt and improve itself, or you can say learn by itself. Now let me just add the tools, that is the email, Gmail. You just need to type the Gmail. Yes, type Gmail, and you need to send email to whom. So if N8N added one features, that is let the model define this parameter, so we can use these features, and this chat model, or you can say this Gmail node will automatically extract the email from the chat. If not chat, then from the database. Okay, so just click it, this one, define automatically. You can also click this one. So for the subject line, this will also create a subject line for that email, and for the email type, you just need to select text, and for email just click again defined automatically by the model. Okay, now let me just try one more thing. I just forget here, that in order to connect your Gmail account, you need to again create a new credential. So for the time being, I have already created one credentials, so I don't need to create new one. And if you haven't created any credentials, just go create new credentials and just sign in with your Google. Just do all of this stuff, like sign in with your email, and just accept all of their terms and condition, and then just hit enter, and then you will able to see this screen. Okay, you will able to see this. Actually, I have just connected, so you can see these two are the different authentication I have just made. So I will use this one for the time being. keep everything as it is. Resource would be message, operation would be send. Okay, so now let me just give one query. Now I am sending one message. Sorry, now I am sending one email to my email ID. So now let me just do it. Hey, send the email to Unnat asking the update on the AAA project. This is Unnat's email ID, and yeah, just hit enter. Now I'm getting problem in Gmail. So let me check where is the problem. Okay, unable to sign without access token item. Okay. So let me just get into this. Let me just do it once again. Yeah. Now you can see this whole workflow executed successfully. Now let me check my email if that workflow have sent it the email me or not. Now let me check the email and let's see if that workflow have sent me email. So now you can see this is the email that I have received from that workflow, that is update on AAA project. Hi Unnat, could you please provide an update on the AAA projects? Okay, so now you can see, but it haven't added the outro of the email like thanks, regards or anything, and the name of that person who is sending the email. And now this is the extra bit of information that comes with the email. So now let me just remove this text. So for removing this text you need to go to email, just add options, just need to click on this append N8N attribution and just put this switch off. Okay, and now you'll not see this extra bit of text on the email. Also I would like to do one more thing. Okay, so just try again and sending the same information. So for sending this same information, just go and click is here, and now you can see all the workflow executed successfully. Now let me check the email again, and now you can see I receive one more email, and now you can see it will also added the outro of the email, that best regards Advair, and the N8N text will also get vanished or removed from this email. So now you'll get the best email format. Now let me add the one more tool, that is the Airtable to search for the information. Okay, search for the information. So I have created one database. So let me just show it to you. Let me just create one new database. Okay, now let me create a table in the Airtable, and in that table I will give some leads information like name, email, phone number, and using that email we can easily send the email to that person without writing the email ID of that person in our chat. We just need to say that send email to this person about this thing. Okay, and this will automatically prepare the subject line, the intro, the main body, the outro of the email, and send it to that person. Okay, so now let me create the one new table and just name the table. What should I name that table? Lead info. Okay, and now let me also rename this table email. Okay, so now let me just remove this field notes. I don't need this field notes. I also don't need this field. Again, I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, now let's just create one more field, that is email. Okay, and you can create anything, like just create the notes. Okay, now let me create a path in the email list. मम्मी फोन कर लो भाई. And the email list. This is the email. Okay, we can also create some more data like Pranay Let's just keep the email same for everyone. Okay, and now this is Rohit and this is Virat. Okay, so these are the simple lead information that we have, and now let me just attach my Airtable account to this one. So for so for so for building new credential or attaching your Airtable account to this node, you just need to create new credentials. Just write down these three things in your Airtable record. So let me just show it to you. So you just need to go here, click on Builder Hub, and now you will see all of this information. So for the time being, I'm using this one. So if you are using very first time, so you don't need to click any of the access token from here. You just need to create new token and just write the any name of the token. So now let me just do it from the start. Just name N8N course, and now let me add the scope. The scope is this one, data records read. Now just copy and paste it here. Click on it, just copy this, okay, and just add a scope and just paste the scope here and just hit enter. Again, just do it for all the different scope. Okay, and now in access, just give access to the lead form that we have just created, that is lead info. Just create token. Once you create token, you will see all of this information, or you can see these are the access tokens. So just copy this access token, done, and just input your access token here and just hit save. Once you save that, you will be able to see the connections are tested successfully. Now what you need to do is you just need to select the form from here. Just select the base form, that is the lead info, and from the list lead info email, and that's it. Just leave it everything like that. Okay, and now let me create a prompt in order to search the email from this Airtable record, and then just send that email to this Gmail, and then this Gmail will send the email to that person. Okay, so we can send the email to any of these person, any of this person like Pranay, Rohit, Virat, Advait. So now let me just rename this table Airtable, just Airtable DB. Just rename this field, and for this email you can just write the name. Just rename this, because when you rename all this node, that will become very clean and clear in order if you are building the very clustered nodes. So this will able to recognize you that which node is for performing which function or which actions. Okay, so this will in order to create the nodes, this would be very clear in your mind that this node are for performing this specific task. Okay, so in order to making everything clear, you just rename all the nodes. So let me just rename this node send email. Okay, so name of this node is send email, because the main work of this tool is to send the email. Okay, now let me just take the screenshot of all of this workflow, and now let me create one prompt. Just go to your chat GPT, click on the chat GPT, and go to your N8N prompt creator. Okay, so I will send this N8N prompt creator created by the Bosar. This is one of the fine YouTuber on this YouTube channel. You can go and watch their content. So I've also sent you this N8N prompt creator in the Discord channel, and I will send all the resources of whatever we are building right now on the Discord channel. So if you haven't joined my Discord channel yet, go and join my Discord channel. There you will find all the resources of this course. Okay, and now let me paste this image, and now let me write you are an agent. You need to send the email using send email tool but first you need to retrieve the user email from this tool. The name of the tool is Airtel DB. You are an agent. Your work is to send the email using send email tool, but first you need to retrieve the email from the tool Airtable database. Always sign. Okay, just delete that, and let me just send this prompt. And now you will see this this N8N prompt creator are giving me all of the prompt for this workflow. So I just need to copy this prompt and just put it here in the AI agent, and then we'll run that whole workflow again. So now let me read it again. The agent received the chat message from the user. It must receive query, confirm, generate. Okay. Tools, drop chat model, simple query, Airtable DB, sending. Now let me copy all of that prompt, go to the AI agent, and just paste it here. Okay. Also, just put this simple thing: always sign in email as ADDI. Okay. So now let me just perform one more query that I want to send the email to Rohit. So again, this will the email will deliver to this Punat Kumar C, because I have given the email similar to all of that lead. So for checking all of that stuff. Okay. If you have a lead information, you can also create all the different type of things like name, email, designation, status, everything, and you can also create the section for the email, and the email will be extracted by this tool. So now let me just create one prompt that write email to the Rohit asking the run in IPL in today match. Okay, now let me just hit enter. Now let me see all the actions. So you can see it haven't performed the Airtable DB node. That means it haven't searched for the Rohit email ID, and it haven't sent the email to that person, that is Rohit. So as you can see, this is saying that email sent to the Rohit successfully, you should receive a response from it, but you can see I haven't get any response yet. Why? Because this is a little error in our AI prompt. So let me just fix the prompt. Okay, now you can see I have successfully created this simple prompt. So basically the error in the prompt, because that prompt was very mesmerizing for this AI agent. The AI agent not able to analyze the prompt, so I have written this simple prompt, and now I am getting error because I hope I executed this because I think I executed all the tokens of this Grok model. So let me just attach any other model of the LLM. So now let me just use this open router chat model. So let me just create new credentials. Just go to the open router. Open router is basically the whole chain of the LLMs, where you will find all the different types of LLMs. You can select any one LLMs from that whole, you can say, whole bunch of the LLM list. So now let me just go and copy the API keys of the LLM. Yeah, so this is the open router API key. Now let me create one more key, and let me write the N8N course. Just create one. Just copy this and just paste it here. Just hit save. Once you hit save, we'll need to select the OpenAI. So for the time being, I am selecting this. Which one should I select? Let's select this Mistral Tiny. And now let me just clean the workflow. Okay. And now let me just check again that send email. Now this time I am sending email to Pranay. Email to Pranay asking about the chatbot features. We are in 11. Now let me send this whole workflow. And again, there was some error. Let me check the error. Actually, the send email node haven't executed yet. Why is it so? Let me check it again. After searching the Airtable database, we found Pranay's email address, that the email has been sent, but I haven't received that email. Let me just do some little changes in prompting. Now you can see the email to Pranay has been sent successfully. Now let me check the email. You can see the email is, Dear Pranay, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to inquire. Best regards, Addy. The proper format was not there, but we can do the prompting and we can fix this structure of the email. So now this is the email. So I hope this is clear to you guys, that how to create the AI agent and how to create all of this like chat model, how to create the memory, how to attach all of these two tools. And I will attach this resource in the Discord server. So please go and join the Discord server. I will send this entire workflow JSON in the Discord. So just go and join that channel. And now let me over to this dashboard. Okay. So in next lecture, we will going to discuss about the APIs. Okay. I will going to discuss about the APIs and what is HTTP request. We'll also get to learn about the different HTTP requests. We'll definitely learn about the API and the different HTTP requests and the different types of HTTP requests in the next video that I will be going to upload. It would be possibly tomorrow or day after tomorrow. In the next video, I will also show you how you can call the APIs, how you can include the API request using the HTTP request. Okay, and I will also create a different workflows for the different triggers that we have in N8N. Okay, and we'll also talk about the webhook, how to use this webhook, and we'll also going to create a entire workflow using this webhook trigger. I will show you the live workflow on N8N, and also in coming videos I will going to create the different workflows on the different triggers as I have just told, and also the 5 real world projects are included in the course. Also we'll talk about NSARI server, vector database, RAG. So that's it for now, and just stay connected. I will going to upload a lot more videos in this course. So yeah, just stick with me, and if you haven't joined the Discord server, just go and join. I will upload the resource of this workflow in the Discord server, so you can download from there. So yeah, that's it for now, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.